Hello, welcome to the Blue Corner. My name is Dennis, and it's time for my April collection update video. Middle of the day, hottest part of the day, and here I am shooting a YouTube video. Thankfully, I got my fan blowing, and even more thankfully, you guys shouldn't be able to hear it. But let's just get into it. Like I said last month, this update isn't gonna be a big one. There wasn't that many titles I wanted in April, and looks like May, June, July might be more expensive or bigger. So the length of this video, I guess, all depends on how much I talk. So let's just get into it. I picked up one single DVD set this time around, simply because there's no Blu-ray of it. So this is going back to last month. I picked up a Danish stand-up stage show called Ørken Sønner, Sons of the Desert, if you want to translate it. And that was their 8th show, and I just decided to pick up the first 7 on DVD because it was on sale. I have a blast with these shows, so I picked up a DVD. Sadly, it's stacked discs, but normally I don't fuss too much about stacked discs, but it was the cheapest way to get it, and since it's just DVDs, that's what I went with. Yeah. So yeah, also in one of, it might actually have been my last update too, I picked up a big stack of MCU movies. I sold my steelbooks and I picked up the 4K standard MRA editions. And on the site, I bought most of them. You get points from buying stuff, and those points were already starting to get close to expiring. They don't keep those points for that long apparently. So I decided to pick up Violent Night. I didn't pay anything, just used the points. It's a fun Christmas Die Hard-ish ripoff. I'm from the producers of John Wick. Yeah, okay. I liked the movie. It was a fun Christmas movie. I'm not one that really goes hard when it's the various seasons. Halloween, I don't watch a bunch of horror movies just because it's Halloween. Christmas, I don't watch a bunch of Christmas movies because it's Christmas. I can put this one on today and enjoy it, even though it's Christmas themed, just like Die Hard. So I don't mind being in the middle of where May, May right now. I can easily watch this. I had a fun time with it. So going to picking up a few German editions that I'm not normally too keen on, but when it's the only options I have, I guess that's the way you want to go then. So I picked up DNA. This one is out of print now, as far as I know, and it's somebody was selling it, and I was just okay. It's, I don't know if this is one of the limited editions. I do believe it said limited to 666, even though it's not listed on the cover, so I don't know. But it's Mark Dacascos. I like Mark Dacascos, even though he's made a bunch of low budget movies that's not too great. And this is a low budget Predator ripoff. And the alien, well, you can see the alien on the front, kind of resembles what the original Predator or Van Damme was supposed to look like in the original Predator. Kind of along those lines. So, yeah, again, not a great movie, but I'll pick it up because of Mark. I do kind of like this one, though. I have my eyes on a few other Mark Dacascos movies from Germany that are not really that great, but the price is just Do I want to build up my Mark Dacascos collection? Yeah, I guess time will tell. So next up, continuing on with Bruce Willis. We're nearing the end. Not many movies left. I do believe, yeah, it is here in May that we're getting his very last movie out on Blu-ray here in Denmark. So you won't be seeing many Bruce Willis movies going forward in my collection updates, sadly. Again, not the best of movies, but it's still gonna be a sad day when there's no more Bruce Willis movies to get. At least for me, Bruce Willis has been such a big part of my most of my movie loving life that it's, there's a reason he's my favorite actor. So from Germany, since we didn't get it here in Denmark, I picked up White Elephant. I do believe this is a Jesse V. Johnson movie. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah, Jesse and Scott Adkins has made a bunch of great movies together. So just hearing Jesse V. Johnson makes me want to check it out, Bruce Willis or not. But this time, he added Bruce Willis to the mix. Not a great movie, again. Not even one of Jesse's best movies. But it's an okay little action movie. I don't know if it's because he works best with people like Scott. Maybe that's it. So, I don't know. It's in the collection now. Next, also Bruce Willis movie that I had to go to America to get. I picked up Paradise City. Also, I don't remember if this came before or after White Elephant. I do believe it was after. John Travolta, Bruce Willis, technically not the lead actors. I guess that's not that hard to guess. But I kind of enjoyed this one a little bit more than other Bruce Willis movies recently. So, yeah, I didn't mind picking this one up. So, Bruce Willis, John Travolta. And for I did pick this one up from a site called Wow HD. So if you guys don't already live in America and have access to stuff easily, if you're outside the US and you want to import, check out Wow HD. I I'm I had a bunch of pre-orders on Amazon.com. I canceled them and put them all on Wow HD. Wow HD has free shipping, at least to me here in Denmark, still with tracking info. So with all the pre-orders I put over on Wow HD, I've already saved almost $150 just in shipping. That's quite a penny, especially with how many or expensive releases coming up in the next few months. So I don't know if the free shipping means they don't arrive nearly as fast as they would from Amazon. But with $150 saved, I can pick up more titles instead of getting them. Still, packages from America, even though it's Amazon, takes almost 2 weeks to get to me, and I have to pick them up at a pickup station where this one came directly home to my mailbox. So yeah, check out Wow HD. And another Bruce Willis for the collection, as I said. Next up, a Shout Scream Factory. No, it does say Scream Factory. Okay, so a Scream Factory exclusive, even though it's the same site. Thankfully, I have friends and of a friend in America that I could use his address, or I can use his address for stuff like this, because I really hate Scream Factory making site exclusive stuff. I don't know why they do that. So I picked up Crime Zone and Future Kick. I picked this one up for Future Kick. I'd never seen Crime Zone before. And normally I don't like these double features. That's not a secret. And I do believe that Roger Corman was a producer on these two movies. He didn't direct. I do believe that's what it doesn't really say. But yeah, Future Kick I had seen before. Crime Zone I've never seen that before. So I put it. I first watched Crime Zone, and it's a fun, cheesy, low budget sci-fi action movie, and it was okay. I had a good time with it. So imagine my surprise when I put on Future Kick on again, and again, fun little low budget sci-fi action movie starring Don the Dragon Wilson. Those scenes in Future Kick. Again, I have seen Future Kick before, but since I hadn't seen Crime Zone, I never noticed before or knew before this. But there's several scenes in Future Kick that scenes directly ripped off Crime Zone. They just reused the same scene and called the actors in those scenes something different. At first, I was thinking, okay, it's a sequel, but then I noticed some of the other scenes where I could blatantly see, okay, that's the same scene. That's the exactly same scene from Crime Zone. I was okay. They just took those scenes and reused them. So that I had a little bit of blast with that one. Just like I said, I never seen Crime Zone before, so didn't know they did that. The more you know. And next up from Cine Asia, I picked up The Killer. Really enjoyed this one. Let's see, it does say Korean cinema has its John Wick, and yes, to some degree, that's true. You could easily place this movie in the John Wick universe, and it's the Korean continental, whatever you want to, and him being an assassin in that universe. But I'll say it's more of a mix between John Wick and The Man from Nowhere, leaning a tad bit more towards Man from Nowhere. Great Korean movie, Man from Nowhere, and I really enjoyed this one too. Great action scenes, martial arts. Of course, I'll enjoy it. So this was a pleasant surprise, and just the guy, the lead actor here, I don't even. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name, but he's the same actor that was in The Swordsman that Asia and Will Go USA also released. And technically, you could it's a little bit out there, but technically you could say it's the same plot. It's the lead actor here having to protect a little girl or young girl. That's the basic synopsis of the movie. Him having to protect a girl, just in different eras. Swordsman being way, way, way back in time, and this one being more modern. But both really great movies. So I'll highly recommend this one, The Killer. I just hate that Cine Asia put it back in a regular MRA case. The last, what, five or six titles, I'm just looking up on my shelf. The last 5 or 6 titles they released in those newer Scanwalk cases, or the Criterion cases, as somebody or some people call them, and then they just go back to MRA. It's gonna mess with my OCD on the shelf. But yeah, highly recommend this movie. So next, well, technically, let's just first, let's see, not a new one, just little story time here. So first, back in the day, I picked up the Scream Factory Blu-ray, upgraded that one to the Scream Factory 4K, and now apparently downgrading to Blu-ray again, I guess. Man. And I don't have any specific attachment to this movie whatsoever. I like the movie, and that's how far it goes. But I picked up 101 Black Label number 29, the Bob Clark Horror Collection. Let's see, Black Christmas, Death Dream, and Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. So, of course, Black Christmas I have seen before. Duh. And what's Death Dream? Zombie movie? Yeah. I was a little bored with this one. And then Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. I do believe this actually has a 4K title in America too. Not a bad movie per se. I was a little bored the first hour in this one too, and then around the 1 hour mark, stuff started to pick up. But the audio track they put on, the music, I had to turn off my surround sound because the screaming, the noise that the movie was fun. The last half hour, the audio track just I had to use the regular TV audio for that. That was a bad audio track they put on this one. But yeah, fun little zombie movie. Let's see, reversible art, and both 70s movies, and you can see it's a bunch of friends going out in the woods somewhere and making a almost fan film, if you want to call it that. But that was the Black Christmas, great movie. Already had it though. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. That's the standout of the two I've never seen before. But yeah, had I not been collecting this line, this would not have been a box set I would have picked up. Yeah, but it's in the collection now. So, along with Crime Zone and Future Kick, I couldn't pick up that one thing alone. Technically, this box set I'm showing right now was the main reason I wanted to pick up something, and that's the Brave Archer collection. Recently, I did pick up the Brave Archer from 88 Films, or out of print from 88 Films via eBay, I do believe. Oh no, that might have been Amazon. Who cares? Never seen it before I got that one, and highly enjoyed the Brave Archer. So when Scream Factory decided to put out this box set, quite a sturdy box, I had no problems picking this one up, because now that 88 put out the standalone edition of the first one, and Scream Factory now putting this one out, it's a pretty safe bet that Arrow isn't gonna put these movies in any Shawscope editions. I guess technically they could put them out standard editions in the UK, like they've done with a few titles in America that 88 have put out in the past. But I just don't see Arrow putting them in any of the Shawscope volumes, so I felt pretty safe picking this one up. So yeah, I first have the Brave Archer, which is the only one I've seen so far. I haven't. These came in just the other day. The Brave Archer 2. 3. Never seen any of these movies before. Well, except the first one now, of course. The Brave Archer and his mate. Hopefully there's gonna be an actual archer in this, and Little Dragon Maiden, the last one. I don't know how this is connected, but I guess I'll find out. So I was joking with the 88 release, when I showed that one off, it has him using a bow and arrow on the cover, also here and on the 88, and there's no bow or arrow in the movie. And the title is called The Brave Archer. Yeah. So, like I said, I hope there's a bow and arrow somewhere in the sequels, or the naming is just why. So, that's it for the Blu-rays. Just a little small selection of 4K titles, and the time is already running way too long. So, oh, already dusty. First, so, I do. Yeah, the first two releases was early in April. I picked them up, already not knowing what I would be picking up the rest of the month. But I picked up Reservoir Dogs. Already knew I had to get this when it originally came out. Pulp Fiction, that came out same day, I do believe, was just a tad bit more important. And I guess you guys can easily figure out why. But yeah, Reservoir Dogs, yeah. Great Quentin Tarantino movie. Let's see. Pulp Fiction is my favorite. Then I'll go Inglourious Bastards. And then I actually do believe I'll put Reservoir Dogs third. So I'll gladly upgrade any of the Quentin Tarantino movies to 4K when we do get more. So had to get that one. And at the same time, another Scream Factory upgrade. Except this one isn't Scream Factory. I decided to pick up Event Horizon. Great movie. Sadly, we still don't get what the director's cut, whatever you want to call it, with all the missing scenes that they still can't find anywhere. So I'm guessing that's a complete lost cause. But great sci-fi horror movie, space movie. Yeah, I'll go with that. And next, from Arrow, I picked up Naked Lunch. First time watch, never seen this one before. Cronenberg was enough for me to pick it up. And what a trip. uh, Peter Weller and the remaining cast getting high on bug powder and crushed centipedes. Yeah. First, this movie in April, and here in May they have Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas coming out. So, what are they gonna do next? Cheech and Chong movies? I don't know, but it is. I'm I'm not gonna say I really enjoyed this movie because technically no I didn't. It's an okay movie. I can put it on and watch, but it's not a Cronenberg movie that I would be in a rush to get had I seen it beforehand. But there's some fun stuff there's a sex scene in the movie. It's kind of out there, and just the aliens, the typewriters, and whatnot in Russian. It's Cronenberg. It's out there. But where's stuff like Scanners, Fly? I want those 4K titles. And then finally, the one edition. Yeah, I want to say one edition I knew I had to get this month. That is, of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the second sight edition. And it's the 4K, of course. So, I just removed the back paper. So, of course, this one has had a 4K release in Germany for some time. It got a release in America recently, but I didn't care about any of those. I was gonna wait for Second Sight. Second Sight does great work on their releases. No questions about that. Art cuts. Even though I don't have a ton of Second Sight releases, they don't put out that many movies that I really care for. So yeah, there's plenty of people that call Second Sight, their favorite boutique label. With what they do with the releases, I can see why I'm just not a part of that group, even though I do like what I get when they do put out stuff I do want. So, 3-discer and a thick ass booklet. A book. This is a straight up book that I'm probably never gonna read. But yeah, I guess I can show full artwork. I did have this one. I do actually believe that was Second Sight too. I did have a steel book of this one a while back. Again, I sold 99% of all my steel books, so that went with it. And now I have the 4K. So yeah, I had to get Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K. Great movie, and I wonder if we'll ever get more Texas in 4K. So there you have it, my April collection update video. Please do hit the like button, and until next time, peace out.